BFLSQ, beauty, fashion and lifestyle. So the look that I've done today is for the New Year's Eve, and this is my first makeup tutorial, and I thought why not start with the New Year's Eve makeup look itself. So the makeup look that I've done today is more on the bold side with a smoky eye and a rose gold eyeshadow. And I've tried to tone down the lips so that the main attention is paid on the eyes itself. And if you all want to tone down the look a little bit, of course you all can prefer not to apply the false lashes and just apply lots and lots of mascara. If you all would like to see any other makeup looks or nail art tutorial or hairstyles, I would like to do it for you all in the future. So please comment in the comment box. So I hope you all like this video and the look that I've done today. And please subscribe to my channel, and if you all like the look, please give it a thumbs up. That's what I want to say to you all this time, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! So we're going to start with the primer. The primer that I'm using is from Loreal. So I'm going to apply the primer on my T-zone area. That is where I get the most oily. Once we have applied the primer, we are going to start with the foundation. The foundation that I'm using today is L'Oreal New True Matte Super Blendable Makeup Foundation. I'm going to spread the foundation with a flat brush in circular motions. Drag your foundation in your neck area as well so that it matches your skin tone. Once your foundation is done, we are going to move on to concealer. I'm going to be using two concealers. One is the MAC concealer and the other one is the prolongwear concealer. The MAC concealer is exactly the shade of my face, and the prolongwear concealer is one shade lighter. So mixing the two will give you a highlighted effect under your eyes. And I'm gonna also apply the concealer in my T-zone area. This is what the MAC concealer looks like, and this is in the shade NC42. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Natural. I'm gonna be applying the concealer in an inverse triangular region under my eyes to cover my dark circles. The concealer on my T-zone area to highlight that region. Here again I'm applying the concealer in an inverted triangular region on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow and my chin. Once you've applied the foundation and the concealer, we are gonna set everything. I'm gonna be using two powders for setting my entire face. To set the under eye region, I'm gonna be using a yellow tinted powder so that it brightens that area more, and the pressed powder that I'm using is from L'Oreal Paris. This is the Matte Magique all-in-one matte transforming powder. I'm gonna set my under eye region and the T-zone area with this pressed powder. To set the rest of the face, I'm gonna be using this Maybelline Superfresh 12-hour whitening plus perfecting compact. To the eyebrows. The eyebrow product that I'm using is from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. This is the dipbrow pomade in the shade Chocolate. So I'm just gonna fill in the eyebrows with this product and I'll be right back. We are gonna move on to the eyes, and for the eyes we are first gonna start with the transition shade. The shade that I'm using is actually a bronzer from Bourjois, Paris. I'm just gonna take a blender brush and gonna apply the transition shade exactly in the upper crease area. You just want to keep blending the eyeshadow until there are no harsh lines and you get a gradient effect. Okay, now once we are done with the transition shade, we are gonna move on to the eyeshadow, which we are gonna apply in the outer corners of our eyes. So the shade that I'm using is from this Makeup Revolution palette, but the palette's name is Redemption Palette Iconic 3. This is the shade that I'll be using in the outer corners of the eyes, and apply that eyeshadow in the outer corners of my eyes. eyeshadow on the outer corners are done, we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow that we are gonna use in the inner corners. And the eyeshadow that I'm using is from the same palette. This is the shade that I'll be using. So I'm just gonna use the brush that comes with it and gonna apply the eyeshadow. Like once we've done with the eyeshadows, we are gonna move on with the eyeliner. And the eyeliner that I'm using is actually a felt tip liner. And this is the Makeover Professional eyeliner. So the eyeliner is done. Once we finished with the eyeliner, we are gonna move on to completing the eyeshadows in the lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, I'm using the same shades that we'd use to apply on the outer corners of the eye. To smudge the eyeshadow underneath, I'm using the same bronzer shade that we used for the transition effect. So once the lower lash line eyeshadow is done, I'm just gonna line my waterline. So to line my waterline, I'm using this Color Bar kohl pencil, and this is in the shade Blackout 06. We're gonna move on to mascara. The mascara that we are using is this Maybelline Falsies mascara. So once we've applied the mascara, we are going to move on to falsies. So the falsies that I'm using are from Ardell, and these are the Ardell Glamour falsies. This is what they look like. I'm going to apply the falsies and I'll be right back. So I've applied the eyelashes. Yeah, the eyelashes are very bold and all, so if you all want to tone down it, you can just avoid applying the eyelashes. I just prefer applying eyelashes. I just love them. So now we are gonna move on to the rest of the face. First, we're gonna move on with the contouring part of it. So for contouring, I'm using the palette by Makeup Revolution. This is the Ultra Blush palette, and this is called as All About Bronze. The shade for contouring that I'll be using is this shade. I'm contouring my forehead also a little bit just to add a little color to my face. I'm gonna just contour my nose a little bit with the same shade that we used for contouring the face. Once that is done, we're gonna move on to the blusher. The blusher that I'm using is from Maybelline. This is the Blush Studio Cheeky Glow. This is in the shade Creamy Cinnamon. I'm just gonna lightly dust this blush on the apples of my cheeks. Okay, once the blush is done, we are gonna move on to the highlighter. The highlighter that we are using is again from Makeup Revolution London. This is a Vivid Baked highlighter, and this is in the shade Golden Lights. I'm just gonna take a fan brush and apply the highlighter at the highest points of our cheeks. I'm just going a little heavy on the highlighter since I'm doing this makeup for the New Year's Eve, so I want my face to be very glowy. I'm also going to be applying the highlighter on the bridge of my nose as well. A little bit on my forehead, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. So once the entire face is done, the only thing we are left with is the lips. So I'm going to start by lining my lips. To line my lips, I'm using this lip liner from Merlin, and this is in the shade Maroon 034. I'm just gonna fill in my lips with this lip liner, and for the lipstick I'm using this Oriflame's Giordano lipstick, and this is in the shade Dusky Nude. Guys, I've completed the look. I hope you all like this look, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.